I'm on dope.
Recording audio through headset, so we're on. Welcome to the Randy Savagery Show. What up, bro?
What's going on? Glad to be back. It's been quite a while.
Boo, 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 boo. Tell them your name and then tell them your plugs.
My name is Patrick Schang. Not that much Asian. Facebook, Patrick Schang. Instagram, Shang Strong for fitness and bodybuilding, or Pat Shang JJ for my jujitsu career.
Hells yes.
And that is what it is.
All right. And remember, I can edit all through it. So just move that up. I feel like it's gonna have to be closer to your face. Yeah, try that. Yeah.
Hello. All right. Hope y'all can hear me.
But be conscious of your gold piece because it's gonna click like you see how it's touching it?
Yeah.
They're gonna hear that. It's gonna click. Just be conscious of it.
Gotcha. So don't move.
Nah, maybe move it down a little bit. Let's go a little, just a little bit down. So it just doesn't touch the gold. Boom. Try there. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good.
Cool.
All right, dude. So I tried looking it up, but the acronym is like really hard for my brain to remember. But you were just in like a jujitsu tournament?
Yeah, Fuji BJJ, yeah.
Say it slower. That's why none of us know, because whatever you just said that, you're like,
Fuji BJJ. They are a pretty famous mat and clothing brand for the jiu-jitsu community. And they put on a lot of tournaments. And that's what I just competed in, was the heavyweight expert division for the first time. So that's an accomplishment by itself, in my opinion.
Totally agreed. So explain to the people at home, but also to me, I don't understand how it works. Like, I understand how UFC works, right?
Okay.
When you're in the UFC, or if you're in, I guess, one, you're considered a top tier person. Mm-hmm. And you're going to make like the highest level money you can make in that game until you start getting into like, that Jake Paul game or whatever.
Right.
So how does it work with jiu-jitsu?
So the Fuji, that's like a local tournament. So there's the local level, just the grappling industries, Fuji, stuff like that. And then you get into the international stuff, like IBJJF, the International Federation of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And they put on competitions where people come from all across the United States to compete at. And that's like one of the bigger leagues. And if you do well there, they start putting you on shows where you can accrue money. You know what I'm saying? They start putting you on like super fights, like 5-match tournaments, quintets, team.
Time out. Go back to what is the name of that, basically that NFL you just said?
Oh, there's a bunch of different ones. There's like Fight to Win.
Oh.
There's the Pro Series. There's Kasai Pro Series.
So it's like boxing. There's a ton.
WNO. Yeah, there's a ton. Those are where you can make money at. And then ADCC, which would be like the Olympics or the NFL of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And what's that called?
ADCC, Abu Dhabi Combat Club. It's the people from Abu Dhabi. They put it on. They fly you out there if it's out there. You know what I mean? It's the big money, oil prince tournament.
Okay.
Because they love that stuff, dude.
They do.
They love it, yeah. The Arabic people with all that money, they love martial arts. They love jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So they're like a staple in the community for like competitions and stuff like that.
Have you seen I think it's combat jiu-jitsu where they can palm strike?
Yes, I have, and up kick now.
So what's with that? You think that's a good thing for are people getting into that, or?
Yes and no. I think it's a good thing because I like, MMA and striking, and it creates a whole new
Bro, I'm gonna put my shades on, by the way. I'm gonna put my shades on. Only because I feel like you look so good on camera, and I'm so fat. Like, I gotta wear this, distracting yellow shirt. Maybe the shades will help throw out the what. Okay, continue, though. Please continue. Thanks, dude.
I'm way out. What happened? What am I talking about? Have you seen...
Don't you even try to ask me. But no, because I don't remember. But we were talking about the top tier of jiu-jitsu, then strike jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
And I like it because it makes it like a street fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in sport jiu-jitsu, you get put in someone's guard. Person on bottom's usually okay. They can work for stuff. But if you're in guard, combat jiu-jitsu, you just start raining down the punches. Or the hand strikes and stuff like that. So it shows the difference between fighting and sport jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. So I'll notice a lot, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I will be very wrong. But when I watch random jiu-jitsu fighting on my phone, right? I notice a lot for the new guys. It seems like it's all about these leg locks, dude. Like, I'm seeing a lot of leg locks, what looks like an ankle lock. Like, they're going for your feet and your legs hard, right? Yeah. On some wild stuff. Like, the way these guys are using their legs, it reminds me so much of a snake. Or like, not a snake, bro. What's that thing in the desert, that fucking scorpion? Scorpion? They're moving like scorpions. Gnarly. So but when I watch that also, I think if this was the striking, that'd not do much, right?
Right, exactly. There's not a lot of leg locks and MMA and stuff. But there's some, like knee bars and stuff like that where you can't get hit and, you know what I'm saying, you're going to break their leg. That's over.
Yeah, because you're on the opposite of where their arms and stuff are. Yeah.
Their hips control where they can't sit up or reach you, and you got to hold their leg like that. Yeah, it's a wrap. But the thing is, like in competition jiu-jitsu like that, that was like an old thing, like the leg lock thing. It was big for a couple years, and now like darts, chokes, and stuff are getting big right now. It's like there's like trends. Like at my school right now, everyone's trying to foot sweep everybody, which is basically you grab onto them, throw them to the side, and kick their feet out and watch them fall. It's hilarious. It's degrading, but that's like the trend at our school right now. It's the foot sweep. So there's like trends.
Foot sweep, but then you wouldn't win though, right?
No, but it's a cool video, and you just flex. Once you throw them down and flex to the camera, you know what I mean? Like, bam. Like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So dumping someone like that,
But what if they're good on their back? Like, do you ever do that little sweep and then they're ready? Like, they fall right on their back and then...
Oh, yeah. Well, you should be able to pass their legs. If it's a real fight, you should know what to do right away. But this is more, it's more like you just got foot. You kind of just walk away on that. That's a walk-off knockout, dude. Like, in like a fight or like a competition, you'd follow them down and try to choke them out. But like during practice, the videos, it's just straight foot sweep and then walk off. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because, I don't think you want to hurt anyone on your team and stuff like that.
Definitely not.
I remember when I used to do jiu-jitsu with Scott and them and whatever, everyone was so nice but one guy. There was one mean guy, dude. And he had a bunch of tattoos and he shaved his head bald. He wasn't bald. And he was like your age, dude. I don't remember his name. But I just remember he would just mess me up every time, dude. And I knew he was, because I was so much bigger than him. And I was like, at that moment, like really jacked. Like I was on the perfect amount of steroids. I was like 202 pounds. Just bleep perfect, dude. And he just was I think he took like pride. Like it was fun for that. So as a jiu-jitsu person, do you ever run into that? You ever get like a brand new big guy that thinks he can do something and then like is it a lot of fun to mess them up?
It depends on like how they're fighting, I guess. Some guys will just mess up the new guys because they're tired of getting beat up by the experienced guys.
Right.
In my experience, I don't want to go there and mess no one up, but like I don't let them beat I don't know, it feels different from my position because like they're just trying to do stuff and I'm just like dominating them pretty much when they're new. And to me, it's still a workout. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working hard, but to them, it probably feels like shit. You know what I'm saying? It probably feels like they can't do nothing.
Yeah, dude. Do you remember who Scott's like helper was?
Vince, yeah.
His name's Vince?
Yeah, Vince, yep.
Okay.
The long hair, dark hair, kid.
Oh, so was there but who's the second helper with a girlish name, I thought? Do you remember?
Matt.
I can't remember, but he was the best to me. And he was so much better than me, bro. And he like...
Zeka.
That's Zeka. Yup. To me...
was the best, for sure.
But he was so entertaining as a human.
Yeah,
like, he was in there and he was like mad about his girlfriend, like how she was like... What'd she say? I want to be able to get married. He's like, I don't want to get married to you. Like, I don't want to get the state involved, da-da-da-da-da. And he's talking about it, and Scott's like, we got to start. And then he proceeds, once we actually start, he just talks about that while he's like whooping me, bro. But he's so gentle. Like, he would literally be like, this is more like a hug. He's like, this is like a hug, you see? Like, and I'm pissed, dude. Like, he's like, oh, I can't move.
Yeah, he was something else, dude. He was like one of the guys that trained for like 10 years before he even got his purple belt. So like when everyone thought he was like a purple belt, he was really like a brown belt. You know what I mean? He was always really good. He did it to everybody, like a cat and mice in there. It was Zeka. Zeka was the cat in a room full of mice.
But he taught you a lot. I don't know. I liked him. Yeah. Hated the mean guy, right? The mean guy taught me that I ain't shit. That's what he taught me. But like Zeka would actually teach me like during those moments. He'd be like, dude, you see how like hard you're breathing right now? Like you're dying. He's like, and you're bigger than me. You look stronger. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, because you can't do anything. And that's when it started connecting. And that's when I really understood, I guess, some of the holds and like taking guard and like using your hips where a man can't do anything if you drive your hips into him. And I don't know. I guess I appreciate that kid.
Real pure domination. If you don't do like wrestling or jiu-jitsu, you don't know what it's like for someone just to stick you and you not be able to move. It's the pure domination. It's like, wow, dude, I can't do anything. Like I tell the guys I work all the time, it's like, if I wanted to kill you or beat you up, you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And they're like, yeah, I wouldn't just let you. I'd be like, you don't have to, dude. Like, I fight more times a week you have your whole life.
I don't know. Do you want to hit this at all? Because I know okay, all right. Yeah, of course. I know sometimes, like, you don't do it. Sometimes you do.
No, I do. I'm a free man. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
So you did this competition. I wanted to go out there. I wanted to videotape it. I ended up just sleeping, not making it, waking up so late. Felt bad. Did you place?
What? I got second. You got second, dude. I got silver. I took 2 big losses, but they weren't that big. They were actually really good. The guy was running the whole tournament, and I gave him a really hard time, but you know, he still beat me. I got tired, and my nerves. It was my first time competing in like 3 or 4 years, dude. So I was stepping up on the mat. My heart was already going a million miles an hour. I was already tired before I got out there, you know. Fatigue.
Yes.
So I got out there and did my thing and just beat his ass for like 3 minutes, and then got tired. And then he was able to give me a choke, and he didn't even choke my neck really. When he put his arm across my face, my lips dragged in my mouth guard, and just blood came out my mouth and went everywhere. Gross. I know, I was bleeding everywhere. And I looked up at this guy, man, and he was a foreign guy. His name was Mahir or something like that. He was a foreign guy, but
he's Russian foreign or like Arab?
He was like Arab, but he was black. He was like an African Arab.
That's real.
Yeah.
Well, there's black everything. That's why when you really start breaking it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying, from a part of the world, it'd be like Jordan or something like that.
Yeah. They're either gonna be a Muslim or a Jew.
Yeah, it was something like that. Mansoor, that's his name, Mansoor.
Oh, that's definitely Muslim.
And he was bleeding all out of his mouth and stuff too, dude. And we just hugged and bled on each other. I was like, okay, you know, I got his respect. That's all that matters. He choked me, but I hurt him.
You know, I find it interesting. I feel like the sport is not being represented by good promoters. Like, I don't understand. I brought this up to you during a text message, actually, off. So, like, I think it was his name, Gordon Ryan?
Yeah.
He's like a superstar. He's a darling of the sport.
He is unbeatable right now.
Killer. Monster, right?
Yep.
All right, normal people don't know who he is, though. It's not going to happen. You would have had to seen one specific Joe Rogan, I think maybe 2 episodes. But all right, so why is there no promoters creating superstars in the sport?
Right now, ONE FC.
ONE FC.
The Singaporean, the big one.
Yeah. Oh, that's fighting though, right?
No, they're doing pro submission series now that they throw in during the fights. Oh. Yeah, it's getting bigger. WXC, the fights here, the big promotions here, they're doing the same thing now too, submission series where they throw the tournaments in during the fights. So it's on its way. It's been slowly growing. It's always been on its way, but now more people are catching on to the actual sport. And if you're into mixed martial arts a lot, you probably do know who the big time grapplers are too, because the big time grapplers train with help train the big time fighters.
Okay, so you're saying not enough money behind it. That's what you're really trying to say? Yeah. And that at least at this moment, ONE, which is like, they're ways behind, but they're under, like if you know UFC, you know ONE.
They are the most streamed platform.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Is ONE the one with the big African guy? That one? Okay, yeah. I love ONE. I think it's way more entertaining than UFC, to be honest. Well, kind of, they're just different. They fight a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the UFC is a lot of finishers. They're constantly trying to finish each other, I guess. But like in that ONE stuff, like they just bang out, dude. Like they're trying to finish each other, but it's way more like brutal. They let them bang out on each other's faces way more.
Knees to the ground, knees on the ground, all that.
Do soccer kicks?
I don't. They might be able to do soccer kicks. Roids too.
Yeah, all the roids is great. That's one thing you really notice a big difference in is the athlete. It's like, dude, you never see no monsters like this gorillaing out on UFC.
Oh yeah, they're roided up. But the talent in the UFC, the class of fighters is way higher. Like,
It's the highest, right?
People who came over from ONE FC don't do well in the UFC. UFC is like, those fighters are like top of the line over everybody fighters.
And if you leave the UFC and go to ONE, do you usually whoop behind?
Yeah, they usually do very well, yeah.
Ass, motherfucking bitch. Fuck. Sorry, dude, we just hit 15.
Punt, titties.
Woo! I think I only have one fuck that I gotta edit out of there in the beginning. I was like, fuck. But, all right, so that's super cool. You took second, and just so the people at home know, it's like, you took second in the competition that would be 4 away from the NBA, or is it 3 away? Groupings, if you will. I just want to try to understand that aspect.
2
away.
2.
Okay. All right, so there would be the one that you were talking about. That's
IBJJF, which we do compete in. My team does compete in all their events. It just wasn't one of those.
And then the biggest money is like Saudi princes that are scouting there.
DC, yeah, those are the top of the line. Yeah, my coaches go to that. And they're the only ones in Michigan who go to that. That's how good my school is.
Coaches do go to that, though.
My coaches are invited.
They get invited.
My coaches win trials. Yeah, my coaches are great. Yeah, Heisem Rita, David Garmo.
Shout them out.
David Garmo, Heisem Rita. They're killers, dude. I knew who they were, saw they had a school in Michigan, and instantly switched. I was like, oh yeah, and everyone else does too. The school is huge. It's beautiful. It's just a jiu-jitsu mecca in Michigan. Yeah. In the Midwest, maybe even. Glamour-wise, like it's a really nice school, man.
I don't know much about it, but I'll tell you one thing. Because I love SEO, search engine optimization, right? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing. There's a guy on my Facebook that's got what's it called? Podcast, like one of these, dude. And he, like, if you type in Michigan, like mixed martial arts or Michigan jiu-jitsu, he's like the first person that pops up. I don't know, like, and you should remember, don't you remember I sent you that thing because he said that he would do a podcast with me? But
there's a couple of them. There's James Gray was the one.
James Gray.
That's one. Yep, he was one of them that you said. The other person that's with him too is also. Like, there was another person you were talking about. It's big too. I think was it Charlie Pritchett, dude?
I don't know. That was someone he was interviewing though. I only know James Gray.
Okay.
I don't know anyone else but him.
Someone who's actually in the Jiu-Jitsu Syndicate of Black. Pretty sure it was Charlie Pritchett that he was on his show. I'm not sure who.
Are his fighters good? The only reason I ask, right? The only reason I ask is because and I don't know anything. You got to remember, I don't know nothing. Actually, I do know this. I've seen a lot of fighters that look fat that are great, actually. All his fighters look unconditioned to me, the novice, because they have excess, all of them that I've seen have excess body fat. So, like, are they good? Do you know about him in the...
He does have good fighters, you know. He's one of the bigger MMA schools. For sure, he does got good fighters. Some of the... You know, and a lot of it, I think, it has to do with his pull, his connections. He gets into the good agencies and he hooks them up with the UFC. You know, he's got connections, dude. He's a connection man. He does his thing. James Gray does his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For what I do know about him, that's all I really know about him is he's got those connections. And
his promotion seems fire, bro.
Yeah, the school's real big, popular. You know what I'm saying? He's got some UFC fighters. He has had some UFC fighters leave to go to different schools.
Like I would assume. What do you think's gonna happen? I feel like that happens.
They just get hired. They want to go train with people who have been in the UFC for years.
I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, if I was him, I'd be like, leave me, go, be free. Like, come on, buddy.
It's also like that big money walking away from you, you know?
Yeah. But I think if you try to convince them to stay, there's no way they're about to stay. I think if you be honest and you want the best for them, you tell them to go and you be happy like you should be. And I bet, they bring you on or something, be the t-shirt boy to Floyd Money Mayweather or something. I don't know. Yeah. But, wait, is that wrong? Would you say no? You would know.
I don't know. I'm someone who's left jiu-jitsu gyms for better jiu-jitsu gyms, so I can't say shit.
Yeah, but here's my question. Let's say you make it all the way. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, on my phone. I had to go off right there. All right. Anyways, I can cut that anyways. I always think about that.
Cut it up. Titties. Fuck.
Wait. Where was I, bro? Do you remember?
We talked about. You asked if I thought it was wrong for like fighters to leave.
I'm back in, dude. So, if you make it, when you make it, right? I don't know what your necessary goals are, but like when you make it as a famous jiu-jitsu fighter, right? Will you mention the people along the way? Unless they were like crappy to you. Like, did you ever leave a school and they're like, go, dude, go, like, learn? Are they all dicks?
I just mean like.
Tell the truth, dude. Put them on blast.
It's like a loyalty thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I went from one 10th planet to the other, it was okay, you know what I mean? When I went to Black Tie, I feel like 10th planet was... I moved up there, there's no other 10th planet where I was at, you know what I mean? So, and they knew each other, so they weren't that, like, salty. When I left Black Tie, I don't think he even really cared, I'm not really sure, but, kind of just went back down to 10th planet Saginaw. Well, I mean, me and everything, 10th planet Saginaw is still great. I'll still drop in and talk, you know what I'm saying? I love 10th planet Saginaw. Some of the guys at 10th Planet Pontiac, you know, they're a little cocky, you know what I mean? But for the most part, there's some good guys. But it's like, you go to these local competitions and you'll see, dude, like, no one really measures up to Assembly. But it's also the most, you know, expensive, and it's also got the highest level coaches, you know, it's got the highest, you know, what else would you expect? You are who you train with, you are who you're coached by. Look at the pro bodybuilders, for example.
Okay,
they all share the same, like, roster of coaches. You know what I'm saying? You got the Milo shit, you got the Honey Rambods, you got all the big time coaches, all the big time pros. Why, dude?
Wait, are those the guys that are from like the desert or whatever? Yeah, the ones you just said? Oxygen, yeah, bro. They create some wild creations out of there, dude. Wow, dude.
They do.
And I hear that it's no fun. Every bodybuilder from America who goes over there says this ain't it, dude.
Yep.
And then it makes me wonder, why is Larry Wheels over there? He just likes it over there? You notice he's over in Dubai? Or isn't this Dubai?
Yeah.
Oxygen?
Dubai,
Yeah.
Probably they got the best drugs, baby. That's probably why.
He fell in love with back, dude. Dude, he broke up with his black original girlfriend, right? Got with the pretty hot white girlfriend. And then he said he spent over $7,000 on... You know when you're watching, I don't know if you watch porn, but when you watch porn these days, bro, before it starts, there's always this girl that pops up. Different girl every time. She's like, hi, I'm Cindy. You want to play with my big ass? And it's like, jerk mate with me, right?
Yeah, jerk mate. That's funny.
So I felt, in my mind, it's like every retard from Timbuktu, you know, that was born in the 90s knows to not even see this girl right now, right? Because when we grew up, I remember when it was like, you won $1 million. Click this, da-da-da-da-da. You click it, it ruins your computer, dude. You're like, no!
Yeah.
This guy spent all his money, all her money, jerk mating. Dude, and we could find it, and I'm going to make sure I do find it. He did an apology video. I mean...
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Larry Wheels was a jerk mate addict.
But always an honest guy.
You know what? I have heard him talk... I've heard one of his videos. He's a masturbation addict, but I had no idea they were talking about jerk mate broke, dude.
Yeah, and she took him back. Spent
all the money on jerk mate, it's alright.
Well, she's gone now. I know he's got none now. It's just him and the weights in Dubai, baby. You know, not talking crap about their government, obviously.
Oh, that's intense, dude. That's intense. I never knew he jerk made his bank account dry.
It's so beautiful to learn that. So, dude, you mentioned bodybuilding. Tell us about that. Do you have any endeavors in that, or?
I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
One time I was gonna do it, you know what I mean? And then came off my diet, gained a little bit of weight, quit doing jujitsu. That kind of messes me up. I quit doing jujitsu, so I gotta do both at the same time. But also, that's how I stay lean. Jiu-jitsu makes me lean out. Like right now, I'm looking pretty good, and it's just because I'm doing jiu-jitsu and watching my weight. You know what I'm saying? Watching what I eat. I just got back in the weight room today after a month.
There you go. Why don't you flash the six-pack or maybe a little something to the camera, bro? Why don't you like do a little, just a little something I can like, show them. There you go. There you go. I mean, oh yeah, hopefully it's on camera. I can't tell. Because you remember, it's only where you were sitting. You're right. There you go. Something I can like clip up for the commercial or whatever.
Check out the Facebook, check out the Instagram, check out the Snapchat, check it all out. Yeah. Starting to TikTok. Don't know how to work it yet. I'm old, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't know you're old. You're not. He's not old. He's not old.
No, that's something people in their late 20s say.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. You Gen Z boys, Gen Z. No, I don't know. I mean, I say my age all the time on here, but my analytics, I guess, says I'm not old. I don't know. No. My analytics is like 75% women, right? And I always think about that. It's like, I mean, I speak from my heart, but I'm kind of a little bit rude or maybe even downright mean towards women on the show sometimes,
Oh my God, the episode White Girls and Racial Appropriation. That was the favorite, best reel I ever seen, dude.
But it's crazy. I told OZ that and he was like, remember American Pimp, dude? It's all that. It's all that. And I'm like, you know what? It might be all that, dude. It might be all that. Maybe women like, just an honest man. Maybe, because that's how I see myself, I
mean, some do.
If they're fat, I say you're fat, baby. You a fat girl, baby. You're not chubby, You're
not thick with 2 C's.
Nope, you are fat. Now, once that's in there, once we're out here with you're a big fat girl, I still can love you, find you sexy, beautiful, because that's who I am. You know what I mean? I just don't like the lying.
Right.
That's what it is for me.
Yeah. It's getting out of control.
But, we're sticking on the bodybuilding thing real quick because I want them to know what you're planning on doing, dude. Like you said, you're going back and forth, but why don't you today tell them what you think you want to do? So what do you want to do in your heart?
Today, I think I owe it to myself to actually go through with it because I got the genetics to be elite, dude. You know what I'm saying? When I start to get down to low body fat, I think I look good. I think there's people that I can compete with. You know what I'm saying? And when I get down to if I can get down to 6%, I bet you out with my shape and everything else looks just ridiculously good. Lines everywhere, muscle belly city, dude, blessed. And I need not to waste that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I become good to the point to where I could create a huge following and stuff like that and set myself up, which is possible for me. But also, the drugs. The drugs kill you.
Oh, yeah. Do you think that you have to take a dangerous amount to be a winner?
I don't think so in classic physique or men's physique. I don't think you have to, no. Do I think you have to do an open?
Hope you weren't doing open. I thought, so just so everyone knows, when I said bodybuilding, I meant classic physique because that's the only thing I consider real. That freak stuff is phenomenal, but
I don't want to push size like that, food like that. Once you get to that 200, 300 pound, they're wild. And then your heart's breaking down because you're too big. Yeah. You have sleep apnea. It's ruining your brain because you're too big. I don't want to be that big. The biggest I would probably want to be is a cut 220, which is huge. Which is huge for a man. You know what I'm saying?
So the current winner right now, the winner chicken dinner, what's his name? Chris Bumstead. Body phenomenal. Yeah. Body phenomenal. I was just looking at it yesterday compared to, what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well,
I think it's better than Arnold.
It's better than Arnold, yeah.
But, do you know his stats?
His stats? I know I'm pretty sure he's around 230, 240, 220. I think he's around 230 when he's caught up. I know he's 260-ish, 265. I believe he's 5'10". Or maybe he's 6 foot. He's 5'10". He's between 5'10" and 6 foot. I'd have to pull it up, dude. But I am a big fan of his. I don't know his exact stats, but I know that's definitely ballpark. Definitely ballpark.
Dude, keep telling him. I'm about to Jamie it first, dude. I gotta know. There's no way he's that heavy.
No, he is quite heavy. I know in his off season he's 2C.
Could be wrong, bro. Remember?
He's big.
You remember that one guy you showed me on YouTube? You're like, he's worth $50 million. He's 23, and he's 280 pounds. I literally texted you back. I said, you're wrong. Just because I've never seen it. I didn't even know. I said, Pat, you're wrong, bro. And then you sent me the link, and I was wrong.
Dude, I don't know how either. I don't know how. That's so much money for a bodybuilder, too. They don't make that much money, but you said what? It was his YouTube?
Yeah, it was all from his YouTube, which is so... That's what I'm saying.
He's a mutant. And dude, he's way bigger than Big Ramy right now. more cut, everything.
But he does compete, right?
No, he competes. He's going to be Mr. Olympia probably this year. Everyone's betting on him to be open.
How old is he?
23, dude.
That's insane if he does that. Who's done that before? No one. It was 25 when it was, what the fuck is his name? Dude, who's the gift? Phil Heath. Phil Heath, man. Wow. To me, greatest body. He's the only one who doesn't look like he looks like a god still. Yeah, he still looks great. He looks like a giant, buff, good-looking person, you know? Mm-hmm. And none of them keep it. So, all right, yeah, he's not dead yet. And he's still big and great looking. Jay Cutler, too, amazing looking. Ooh, he came off right. Yeah. All right. Somehow. So, first off, the man is way taller than you thought. What is he, 6'1"? 6'1". Oh, my God. Because you're not allowed to even compete at that weight at 5'10", bro. Oh, okay. Because from what I looked up, I think that they max you. You're 5'10", right? No, I'm 5'11" and a half. Okay, so that made you go up, like, I think an extra 12 pounds, a lot more. But
yeah, that's why I gained all that weight to go to classic physique.
I think like your max is still like 228 or
212.
Oh, 212? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look that up.
Yeah, that's why I went all for Class C. That's why I went all the way up to 220 and tried to cut back down to like 205, 208. I'm actually went down way more. I'm at like 195. Okay. But I probably put on like 8 pounds of muscle this year, which is good. You know, start TRT, so.
There you go. All right, TRT. All right, so I just want to say real quick, his weight, 235. It's 235 that he competes 235 is what he competes at. And he has been on the top of the game, they said, since 2014. Yes, he's a kid. So, Chris Bump, taller than you, not even a real good representation, in my opinion, to shoot for. So, like, who else? Have you looked at anyone in the game? Yeah. All right, so who is there? Like? Yeah, is it Savagery or whatever that guy's name is?
No, there's Ramon, Dino.
All right, let me type him in. Ramon, Dino?
Yeah.
Like dinosaurs?
Yeah. That's his first middle name. He's a bodybuilder. I don't know his real last name.
Okay, Ramon Dino. Oh, so he doesn't compete. He's just like an internet guy.
No, he's a Brazilian. He got like third last year or something. He does compete.
Okay, you're right. In what though?
Mr. Olympia, classic physique.
Oh, he's in Mr. Olympia?
Yep.
So Dino, Mr. Olympia, I see it right now. You're right. And let's get them stats, boy.
Like Derek Lunsford, if Derek Lunsford was in classic.
Okay, so he's exactly your height. And then, so this guy's good enough, though. Now, let me just type in his stats, because it sounds like, you know, if he's your height. Let's see. Oh, my God, they made it in freaking keys, dude. Gosh darn. All right, Dino weight it says 88 to 96. See, this is weird, but he competed. Shouldn't they have had his competition weight? Oh, okay. No, okay, I got it, bro. See, this is... Nope, that's a different guy. This guy's way shorter. Why are they hiding his weight, doggy? Why are they hiding his... I don't know. I know, let me type it in, though. It's weird that they're doing that, though. You know, usually they have, like, the full weight. And why does it make it in between? All right, let's see. In the beginning, Ramon was getting into the competitive lifestyle. During this time, he decided to take massive amounts of steroids. I added that in. I believe you. Good. Dang, he's got them jack boy arms, though. Yeah, he's a big guy. All right, so let's just get down to brass tacks, bro. I don't know where he competed, but it says that he's 5'9" once you actually get into the article. Oh, okay. Started by saying he was your height, like you said. So, I feel like he's kind of a shady character, huh?
I don't know. He's from Brazil, dude. His stats probably all messed up.
Throw me another one that you think is you. I need to see, bro.
What's his name? Hold on, dude. Okay. This is gonna kill me.
Hits from the bong. Take one.
I'm not gonna be able to think of his name.
You were saying one other guy, so let's say Ramon, Dino, and then... I don't know.
I think he's a famous internet guy too, dude. He's like
classic physique.
I know he came back. He's a white guy.
Oh, classic physique.
What is his name?
5'11". Let's see. All right, so who we got is Oh, no, they just chose a random guy. But if you're 5'11", okay, so you have to look, if you wanted to be perfect, right, in the judge's eyes, 220, 220.
220?
Yeah, see, that's not even that bad, bro.
No, that's large.
So that's you gaining 20 pounds from now, basically, you think, of muscle, just of muscle. Yeah. So that means if you wanted to do this, whenever you're deciding to do this, you would at least have to be taking double the dosage of your testosterone amount for you to be able to hold on to that. Because like where you look right now, like you said you started TRT, but like I feel like you just look at the apex of like your ability. Yeah, we'd have to put you under a DEXA to really know, but it looks about that. You don't look, you know what I mean? So, but you look perfect. Mm-hmm. But according to these stats, bro, you would have to be maintaining 20 pounds over.
You're right. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Edit that out. I gotta try to get out of that.
It's fine. It happens. All right, so is that what you want to do, though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could at least try and see what all your blood work's at. Maybe your body doesn't have a negative response. But didn't your dad have a negative response?
My dad had a testosterone production problem.
Yeah, but didn't you say that it made it like a heart thing or whatever?
No, I mean, when he was 55, he started losing his hair.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with your health.
My health thing, what happens to me is if I take aromatase inhibitors, I start to cramp and shit, and my joints hurt. Okay, but why do you have to take those? Oh, because you get the tit? Do you get the tits? I haven't. I quit taking them. I haven't gotten the tits. Nothing like that. It can happen when I actually have to jump on real gear. I'm gonna have to take like aromatase inhibitors if I jump.
You don't know. It doesn't work that way though, bro. Like you might not at all. Like I don't get that at all. I don't get, like, it's people, you do or you don't is how it works. Like Robbie, he does. Like I remember he like started taking Decadurabolin and he distinctly got like the feeling. He's like, they're hard and like blah, 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 blah.
That sounds like a prolactin or like progesterone style gyno.
See, I think that is what makes it happen is the progesterone. Like, so when I took Decadurabolin, it made it so my testicles literally were like my dick didn't work. And like I was hyped up with these hormones. I want to have sex. I want to fuck, bro. But that one drug, and it was because of prolactin buildup, I found out. It makes your prolactin super, super high just in normal states. And for the viewers at home, what prolactin is your body's natural after nut effect. Any of you guys ever bust a nut out there, usually you know you don't want to bust a nut right away after. You're in the opposite of the world of that spectrum, dude. Like cigarette, sandwich, sleep type of world. So that weird drug makes it so that's up. So if you've never felt it yet, then you probably just don't have that. That's not a issue of yours. But what you need to do is you need to run like do 1 month or 2 months or whatever. Run high gear or whatever you think high is, and then go in and get your blood work done. And then you'll know what you are pushing. So like when I was on, what was it called, bro? It's a horse one, equipoise.
Yeah.
So equipoise gave me the best looking body, in my opinion, I ever had. Didn't even need a super low body fat. Phenomenal. But my, I forget which cholesterol, but my bad cholesterol was so high up, dude. It was way high up, and it was actually causing me to have fucking nosebleeds, bro.
Oh, so even your blood pressure was way up too.
But it wasn't in there. It wasn't in there. They told me that was causing me to have my nosebleeds, dude.
So you needed to get off that shit with quickness?
I kind of did. No, I just took it till the bottle was gone. I took less. I took less of that, and then I just took less and less, in general. And then I just be on the test. But what I found, in my personal opinion, and everyone's body's different, so don't try this at home. Literally, it's case by case. Testosterone and sustanon.
Oh, the sustanon?
Sustanon with testosterone inthanate.
So double testosterone?
Yeah, but sustanon is a different chemical. People always say that. People say what you just said.
It's like 3 in 1, 4 in 1.
Yeah, it's a 3 suspension, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like.
Goodbye balls.
But who cares? You take HCG. Yeah, you just take HCG, bro. And remember that too. Like, so my balls do go away. That's, dude.
Mine too,
dude. My testes will go bye-bye. And some dudes don't. It's so crazy to me, dude.
I've had mine so small that if I'm in like a certain position during sex, it'll go back inside of my own
in body.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so glad that I'm not the only one. And you feel that one ball, and that motherfucker will pop back out.
And you feel like I'm a girl for a second. It's the weirdest. I'm inside of me. It is no good. But then when you take the HCG, bro, it just completely fixes it.
Yeah.
On that note, dude, give them your plugs and we're going to wrap this motherfucker up.
Facebook, Patrick Schang.
Tell them.
Instagram, Shang Strong. Instagram, Pat Shang JJ.
What else do you have? TikTok. You have to say this fucking TikTok, bro.
Pumps. Patty Pumps, TikTok. One TikTok. There'll be more coming soon, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, we out.